Hi, this is Kevin. I decided I would go ahead and tackle the big part of my collection, the Napoleonics. This is Napoleon's Grand Armée, the Guard Corps. That's the man himself, but you'll see that there's about close to 3,000 figures on the table here, all in 15s, mounted for Napoleon's battles. Although I play Grand Armée 2 these days and Hail Caesar, I just put them on movement trays. But every unit here is represented either as 24-man or 48-man units. The front rank is the Old Guard, mixed in with a couple of other units that I mistakenly put up in the front rank. And then the second wave are the Middle Guard, and then the Young Guard, and then those that were actually mixed in with it. So various different units. So the miniatures are predominantly Old Glory. I would say 100% in this particular case. I found the figure to be extremely well sculpted, of a wide, full range. I really didn't need to mix them at all. And I'm very happy with the figure. Now, some people really like ABs, and ABs are beautiful. There's no question about it. But ABs are a little bit bigger, and they're a lot more expensive. At the time that I bought these, well, you could get a whole bag of 100, right, for not very, very much money. But I really enjoyed painting the Cavalry. Very, very nice figures, and I really spent a lot of time on this army earlier, maybe 15 years ago, and coming up until just recently. But you can see it's quite a chunk, and there's a lot of figures here. It took me a while to put them out on the board. So enjoy the movie.
Hi, this is Kevin. I decided that I would tackle the most difficult part of my collection at this point and put out the Grand Armée. So that's going to be a series now of probably about 10, 12 different videos just on the Grand Armée. That's not the Russians, the Austrians, the Prussians, but the Grand Armée of 1812. What you see here is the Old Guard. So this is the French Imperial Guard, both the Old Guard in the front rank, Middle Guard second, and the Young Guard coming up over the hills. So it's a little bit mixed in there because they were in the boxes that way, and I didn't take the time right now to organize them, but having a series of pictures. But let's go down. So they're based on the old Napoleon's battles rule set. So I just did not have the energy or the heart to remount these. But moreover, I put them now on movement trays. So you've got, I can't remember all the different units here, but they are extremely well painted, and every unit of the Guard is actually represented here, both their grenadier companies, light companies, and the rest. So some of them have flags on it that I did all the flags myself, and yeah, I think that in essence they look pretty good, the units themselves. So I have every battalion of the Old Guard, Middle Guard, and Young Guard all in either 24-man or 48-man units. So you can see they're actually quite large, but they're painted to I would say a pretty good quality for 15s. Not maybe the best when you compare them to 25s, but I think for 15s these have an enormous amount of detail. I spent a lot of time on them. I really like the dioramas. This is the Emperor riding up with the Old Guard kind of in a crossroads, and Bessier, and his attendants waiting for him with a little sign that says this way to Vienna, that way to Berlin. It's a little bit difficult to see, but nonetheless, all of the leaders are here. The artillery units are here. And I mean, you can kind of see as you get down the quality of the painting. I'm not sure that it'll seem, but there you go. That's not a bad video of what they look like. I probably could do some touching up. That's for sure. But I think that in essence, they turned out pretty nice. And I like the young guard coming up over the hill. And I think now that I'm looking at it, there's a couple of young guards I have up here in the front. It's been that long since I've actually pulled this collection out. So forgive me, you historians, if I have it a little bit wrong, right? That wasn't my intention. It was to give a history lesson, but moreover to show you my collection. And jeepers. I never glue down the cannons because I switch them out from time to time. But anyway, I think that it's just beautiful. It's been a while since I pulled them out, so I'm really actually pretty stunned at how pretty they actually look. Anyway, every guard cavalry regiment here is represented. The Mamelukes, the Garde du Honor, the Princess Dragoons, everything. My favorite are of course the Lancers. I think they just look fantastic. I really like Lancers. Don't ask me why. I just do. And yeah, I mean that's the army. I mean, panning out, it's really pretty impressive. There's probably about I want to say probably close to about 3,000 minis on the table right here, maybe more. I've got to do a count. I did it one time, but anyway, that's the old guard. And so I'll put up next, probably maybe, well, I'll just go down the line. I've got the 1st Corps, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th. I got the 9th, 11th, French Cavalry. I've got all of them that marched into Russia with all of the different nations. And then I'll go through each nation. I have quite a few soldiers of every nation, and of course there's my painting and uniforms, and of course here's the Holy Grail. Here's the cuirassier sword from Waterloo. Anyway, it's a nice place. I hope you like it. But anyway, there's the Guard Corps in its entirety. Thanks for watching.